supposed to be blocked off. This is where the tunnel was supposed to be. So we put a shadow sensor in here. They break the light, it'll make the K2 go off and beep.
Okay.
Walk through here again, and thank you. Stick your foot there, just like that. That's freaking weird.
Go all the way to red, please. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Allison's is going on.
Yours went off out.
It was.
There it
Look at
goes.
that. Thank you. Here, we just want here to communicate with you.
Look at hers.
Look at that. Look at that.
I told you. There's no reason for that.
Yeah, we looked around here. There's no electrical wires there.
No. Well, we were getting dead all night until now.
Can you do it some more? Please? Thank you.
Just stand in it. There you go. Walk through that door. It's right there. Right where that block is. It ends over here. You see? It's completely dark now. Step through the wall. Step through the door. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Could you? Thank you for stepping through the door. Wow. That's some heavy hitting there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you call banging. Hello, welcome to another installment of our what case is this? This is number 10, I think,
I think you're right.
of this year. We at Delaware Historic Haunts have two type of things. What we do is we have a filmed, half a year, then we take a break, and then we have the fall. So we're almost at the end of this. We only got a couple more. Now we're in Smyrna again, right?
We are.
And we're in a house that had various things going on.
Yes.
The thing of it is, when you have a place like this that has served several different things,
Right.
you never know what you're going to get. And some of the things can be kind of cool as far as this house is concerned.
Right.
Anyway, so you know the history of it, so.
I do. It was built in 1817, and it was built by Mr. Stevens for his daughters. It was built as a duplex, so they would each have a home. And after that, it served as a steamboat hotel later on, and then the Delaware House Hotel for a while, and then it served as the Scott Nursing Home for several years.
Right.
The nursing home probably has the most interesting potential.
We met a couple of people in town here, and they're really they're saying, "You're going in there tonight?" They're kind of like, "I'd never go in there."
Wow.
Apparently, during the nursing home days, there was some things going on that weren't proper,
Okay.
and they said the third floor and the basement stuff happened.
Wow.
And she just didn't want to elaborate on what went on, but she
Right.
said her mother worked here and told her all kinds of stories about it.
Wow.
And actually, they also had some paranormal things going on then. So, I don't know. I know that during the Civil War, too, there's a lot of strife going on there. This was a southern town.
Right. And this was served as the Delaware House Hotel served as a meeting place for Confederate sympathizers.
Exactly. And, back in those days, it was kind of weird. You'd have a town like this. You'd have freed slaves, and you'd have slaves. You had northern people in here because the provost marshal was right across the street or so
Right.
from this place. And so you had, Southern sympathizers all in the same town, like
Right.
a big drama soup.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
A lot of kerfuffles.
Yeah, exactly. So, during this time, when you step back into history like we do, a lot of strife, a lot of things going on could bring out some things.
Sure.
Especially with the nursing home being abused and stuff like that. Now, I did work at a nursing home when I was in my teens.
Okay.
And, I saw some pretty bad things there too. Some people, were talking to themselves and, had old timers and all that kind of
Sure.
thing. And it's a terrible thing.
It is.
I promised myself I'd never be in one of those if I could help it. So, we don't know. I think if anything happens here, it may be on the third floor or in the basement.
Great.
I think. I'm not sure. We ran our cameras and things. We'll go see who's doing the camera. Dave's doing the cameras. And also Steve has got some things he wants to talk about.
Yes.
So
Some of this equipment.
we're gonna have some tech with Steve, right?
Tech Talk with Steve.
Let's do quotes.
Tech Talk with
with
Steve.
Steve. Okay, so we're gonna have that. So pretty soon we'll go lights out. But first of all, we'll talk to Steve, and then we'll go to Dave.
Okay.
All right. So I'll see you in a little bit. So I understand you've got your everything box all done.
What, done-ish. I don't think this project is ever going to be done, Rick. There's a thing in the design world that we call scope creep, and what we've kind of run into here is something that has, well, endless possibilities. And what I have here is what's going to be the first module in a much larger array, what they call a sensor array. This particular device, it's an open source product, and it's put out by the folks at Tinkerforge, and it was designed to be a kind of a homebrew weather detection system, but it's custom made for this kind of work, for doing paranormal investigations. It already has built into it temperature sensing, humidity sensing. It does luminance sensing, so it can tell if there's any kind of shadow movement in a room. It does barometric pressure sensing, and I'm going to be adding some magnetometer sensors to this so that we can also do some sensing of magnetic fields. Now, what's neat about this is, if you've seen the video from the first incarnation of this project,
Right.
the ET box, you can see that it's come a long way. It has a Raspberry Pi built into it, which you'll recall is a small computer system that uses one of those small camera-style SD cards as a storage device. But this is actually now recording all of the data, and it is now also battery-powered. It is wireless. It's wireless. So at this point now, I have a web server that this communicates with, and this is the part of the project that's not finished yet, where the web server is going to kind of collect all of the data that this machine is streaming to it, and will be the repository for it. Once we get that working, then it's just a matter of building other devices like this, and we can put them all around an investigation area, and we can actually collect the data. You'll notice here too, this little red light right here, that is an infrared camera. So not only does this have all the sensing built into it, but it also has the ability to do all of your photographic evidence wirelessly. So I can sit outside of a location, fire up my laptop, hook into the network that this is a part of, and look at all the devices that we've set up.
Right.
So it's really pretty cool stuff using off-the-shelf parts, which is just mind-blowing to me. The Arduinos that are out there for anybody that is doing any kind of doing any stuff in the nerdly arts. Arduinos, Raspberry Pis. This also uses a device called a brick, which came as part of this kit. This is all open source. which means that it's completely tinkerable. You can get into this stuff, you can reprogram it, you can make it do whatever you want. But what we're doing with this is the paranormal investigation stuff. So this project, I will tell you, it's getting a little pricey right now because of what we're making it do. But here's the cool thing. The Raspberry Pi, complete computer system, interfaceable to all kinds of gadgets. You can tie all kinds of stuff into it. They're about $35 plus shipping and handling. You hook it up to a power supply like you would have for an Android device, and you have a complete computer system. The things you can do with it is, well, as you can see from this, the sky is the limit. So you can do all sorts of neat stuff. So Rick, any questions?
No, it seems like it's a everything box. I mean, that's what you call it, right? I mean,
Absolutely, yep.
you know,
Yep.
it does everything.
And it's going to do more.
Right, exactly.
Right, plus it's doing all the data collection, so we can go back now and we can look at the data, just like, you know, now we look at our tape recordings and our video. Now we can actually go back and look at the data. We can look at the magnet readings, we can look at the temperature readings, we can look at any other weather conditions that were taking place in the environment that we were in.
Exactly.
And we can see if we can correlate that kind of activity with any other inexplicable activity that we might be encountering.
Exactly. Well, that's a great box for sure.
It's and we're just starting, so I think we're onto something here.
Yeah. I mean, science is one thing, one side of what we do, and then the other side, of course, is the paranormal side. And they can live together. And for them to live together, you get more. The more you get,
yeah, I'm
the
proof of that.
better off you are.
I'm proof of that. I'm a nerd, and I'm skeptical.
Right.
I have not had anything like terribly unusual happen to me yet, but that doesn't mean that I'm not still looking.
Oh, you had something talk in your ear once.
Well, that's, you know...
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
All
fair
right,
enough.
there you go. All right, so we're getting ready to go lights out. We're going to check the cameras, and then we're going to get ready to go dark. So you want to go dark?
Absolutely.
All right. So we'll see you in a short. All right, Dave. What's the camera angle tonight here at the Delaware House?
We have 6 of them going tonight. The first one is in the basement. The second one is on the second floor in the hall. The third one is in the dining room. And this is a stained glass from a very early age from a church in Baltimore. The fourth one is in the master bedroom. The fifth one is also in the basement, but as you can see the cinder blocks right here, it used to be a tunnel leading to another house or another building. And then this is the furthest point of the back of the basement.
All right. That sounds great. Well, thanks a lot.
Well,
And we'll get them online and we'll go.
all right,
All right. You want to go lights out?
let's go lights out.
All right. We're getting ready to go lights out. This is a fascinating deal here. The house is, it's got various things going on. It's, the lady that stopped us on the sidewalk was freaked out that we were going to come in this house. So she said she would never come in this house at night. I don't know if they got anything going on or not. A lot of times we go into homes and stuff and towns and they say this is haunted, that's haunted. We go in there, it's not that big a deal. And sometimes we go into a place and they have those stories and then everything's off the hook. So I don't know. We're gonna find out tonight. This is the old house. It was served a lot of things. There was a lot of strife that went on in this house, and with strife, sometimes you get paranormal things going on.
Definitely.
So we're going to get ready to go lights out, and when we do that, we say one thing: 1, 2, 3. See you in the green.